Bitcoin price tested below $20,000. The first cryptocurrency continued to correct. In a few hours, the quotes dropped to the level of $20,200. The chart below shows that the decline was accompanied by a surge in trading volumes. The New York Attorney's Office filed a lawsuit against KuCoin. The New York State Attorney General's Office, represented by its head, Letitia James, filed a lawsuit against KuCoin. A cryptocurrency exchange has been accused of violating securities laws by offering tokens without a license. According to the Post, the platform was not registered as a broker-dealer and was falsely presenting itself as an exchange. The claims of the authorities also concerned the KuCoin Earn product. The list of assets that OAG considered securities includes Ethereum. This is the first time that the regulator has said this in court, according to a press release. The Attorney General's office found that KuCoin operated without proper authorization in many jurisdictions, including the Seychelles, Canada, and the Netherlands. In December 2022, the central bank was the last to warn consumers that the company provides services in the country without the necessary registration. In the US, they propose to charge miners 30% of the cost of electricity consumed. The U.S. Treasury advocated the introduction of an excise tax for mining companies in the amount of 30% of the cost of electricity consumed by equipment. This is stated in the Green Book of the Department. The tax is planned to be introduced in stages over the next 3 years, increasing by 10% each year. In addition, miners will be required to report how much electricity and power they use. The new excise is expected to reduce the total number of mining devices in the U.S. Also, the U.S. Treasury proposes to expand the rules for securities lending to include cryptocurrencies. Hedera was hacked for an undisclosed amount. The Hedera Hashgraph platform team reported an unauthorized withdrawal of assets from the Hedera token service as a result of an unknown attack on the smart contract service on the main network. To prevent further damage, the Hedera team has shut down the mainnet proxies. The network will resume after the patched code is deployed. The developers did not specify how much tokens the attacker could steal. Analysts at PeckShield noted that the platform's TVL dropped 33% from $36.1 million to $24.6 million. The U.S. Department of Justice has challenged the decision to buy Binance US assets of Voyager Digital. The U.S. Department of Justice has filed an appeal against the decision to buy crypto exchange Binance US assets of the Voyager broker going through bankruptcy proceedings. Authorities are trying to block a $1.02 billion deal recently approved by Judge Michael Wiles. He noted the possible risks, but stated that there were no good reasons for refusal. In December 2022, Binance US offered the highest bid for Voyager assets. However, regulators, including the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and the New York State Department of Financial Services, opposed the deal. During the hearing in the case, representatives of the SEC said that the U.S. division of Binance operates an unregistered securities exchange. At one of the meetings, the court demanded that the regulator explain its position. Justin Sun created a $100 million liquidity fund for Huobi after the HT collapse. On March 10, the quotes of the Huobi token on the platform unexpectedly fell from $4.60 to 30 cents. In a few minutes, the drop was more than 93%. After recovery, the asset is trading near the $4 level, having lost about 20% per day. Tron founder Justin Sun attributed the sharp drop and rebound of the asset to the liquidation of leveraged positions of several users. This caused a cascade effect in the spot and derivatives markets, he said. Sun assured that wallets, assets, and the back end of the platform are safe. Block 1 sold its stake in Silvergate Bank. On March 8, the company behind the EOS project, Block 1, announced the sale of Silvergate Bank shares. The company explained that they exited the position after Silvergate Capital Corporation postponed the filing of its annual report to the SEC and closed the SEN payment network. In the fall of 2022, Blockpoint One and its co-founder Brendan Bloomer acquired 9.3% and 7.5% shares of the digital asset-friendly bank, respectively. In February 2023, it became known that U.S. authorities were investigating Silvergate Bank's connection to the collapsed FTX and Alameda Research. Moody's downgraded the rating of the institution due to the reduction of the basic credit rating. Large crypto companies like Tether, Galaxy Digital, Paxos, Gemini, Coinbase, and Bakkt have distanced themselves from the organization. Recall that on March 8, Silvergate Capital Corporation announced its intention to curtail operations and liquidate the bank. Earlier, White House spokeswoman Karine Jean-Pierre said that the administration of U.S. President Joe Biden is monitoring the situation around Silvergate and cryptocurrency companies. Meta will create a decentralized competitor to Twitter. Meta Corporation is developing a decentralized social network for text messaging. TechCrunch writes about this, citing a statement from the company. The app, tentatively titled P92, will support the ActivityPub decentralized protocol, allowing it to connect to other servers. The Meta initiative is an attempt to create an alternative to Twitter or a competitor to Mastodon. The new social network will be released under the Instagram brand, so users of the latter will be able to log in using their credentials. In the future, applications will be separated and data exchange between P92 and Instagram will be minimized or completely stopped, knowledgeable sources added. Aave will launch a rescue mission for lost tokens. DeFi platform Aave will begin the first phase of the rescue mission of tokens lost as a result of sending to erroneous smart contracts. The corresponding proposal was supported by 100% of the votes. At the first stage, we are talking about extracting such assets from contracts for Aave, Lend, and STK-Aave. In addition to these coins, the phase will also affect the locked UNI and USDT. Almost the entire volume of rescued tokens is accounted for by 29,188 Aave worth $2.16 million, out of a total of about $2.18 million.